As the forge settled into a calm glow, Thane sat on a worn stool, his age showing in the way he cradled his hands. Lyra stood by the forge, her face streaked with soot, her shoulders squared with a newfound strength. The silence between them was heavy, not with words left unsaid, but with the weight of all they had shared. "You've come far," Thane said, his voice softer now. "When you first walked in, you were a storm, raw and untamed. Now you are something more." Lyra smiled faintly, glancing at the forge where the embers danced like tiny spirits. "Because you taught me," she replied. "You showed me how to take the broken pieces and forge them into something whole." Thane leaned forward, his sharp eyes studying her. "But you did the hardest part, Lyra. You faced the truth within yourself. That takes more courage than any battle." Lyra hesitated, then asked, "Do you think I'll ever stop feeling the weight of everything I've lost?" Thane shook his head. "No. The weight doesn't leave, but it shifts. Over time, it becomes a part of you. It doesn't crush you, it shapes you." He stood slowly, wincing at the stiffness in his knees, and placed a hand on her shoulder. "And there's something else I need you to remember. Love is the most powerful truth of all. It's not just in the joy you share but in the pain you endure. Love is what gives meaning to everything we forge, even from tears." Lyra met his gaze, her eyes glistening. "Love isn't just about what you feel, is it? It's about what you create with it." Thane nodded, a small smile playing on his lips. "Exactly. Love is the fire in the forge and the strength in your hands. It's the only thing that can turn even the darkest tears into light." The older man moved to the edge of the room, where the tools of his trade hung neatly on the wall. He lifted his hammer, weighing it in his hand for a moment, before placing it on the workbench in front of Lyra. "This forge," he said, "has always been more than fire and metal. It's a place where truths are shaped, where people come to find themselves. It's yours now, Lyra. You are the Tearsmith." Lyra looked at the hammer, then back at Thane. "I'm not sure I can do it alone." Thane smiled knowingly. "You'll never be alone. Every tear you shape carries a part of those who shed them. And you'll carry a part of me, too." Lyra picked up the hammer, its weight feeling both familiar and foreign. As she turned back to the forge, the embers seemed to glow brighter, as though welcoming her. Thane watched her for a long moment before turning toward the door. "Remember this, Lyra," he said, his voice steady and clear. "The greatest things we forge in life are the connections we leave behind." As he walked away, Lyra stepped to the forge, her heart steady and strong. She placed a tear, a single, luminous drop, into the flames. The hammer fell, and its ringing echoed into the quiet night, carrying with it a sense of hope, strength, and love.